Welcome to Living Magically. I'm your host, Magical Michelle, and this is the energy update for 5/5 and the week leading up to the full moon next Monday. So we have a big energy right now. We start with this 5/5 and we're in an energetic portal. Anytime you have the numbers, the numeric numbers adding up, you get this wave of intensity. And to add to that, we just had Pluto go into retrograde. And when that happens, this is basically the energy of going inward, going into the underworld to really look at oneself, one's future, one's past, and gain depth of clarity. And what I'm seeing, feeling is that everything isn't exactly like we think it is. There's an appearance that the world is gone crazy, even mad. And I'm reaching in because on one note, we see that there's big energetic shifts, planetary shifts, emotional shifts, energetic shifts, and there's an illusion that everything is gone awry. And yet sometimes things have to break to be put back together. And this is what I keep getting in meditation. This is what I keep getting in my clarity, is that we want to join together in creating in our mind's eye the collective future that we desire, creating in our hearts the coherence of the field, finding an inner sense of peace. And I understand that this may seem counterintuitive to a full moon in Scorpio that will be happening next Monday. So on May 12th, there'll be a full moon in Scorpio, and it'll happen about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So we'll address it a little bit next Monday with my Monday night, but we'll feel it throughout this week and this weekend. It's a moon that is growing in the sky. We're about halfway right now between the new moon and the full moon. So this is where growth comes in. This is where clarity comes in. And even though we now have one planet in retrograde, it's an outer planet. And it's actually here to bring us clarity. When this planet shifts and changes, it gives us a chance to go inward and get personal. So this week, I invite you to journal, to meditate. This is a week where I've heard a lot of people say their energy is low. They want to sleep. They're tired. And of course, that is very normal for Plutonian energy, is that we're shifting our focus to our dream state. We're shifting our focus to our creative process. We're shifting our focus to celebrate and activate our personal energy. And with that, with the 5/5, interestingly enough, this particular 5/5, since it's a 9-year, we add 5 and 5 is 10, and then you add 10 to 9, so the date and the year's numerology, and it brings us up to 19, and then you collapse that down one more time, and it's a 1 day. So it's the new beginning. And the astrology is so about that right now. The opportunity to start and be something you've never been before. The opportunity to step into your higher frequency. The opportunity to consider a clean slate and a new beginning and activate the belief that you are free. So that is freeing yourself of limiting beliefs. That's freeing yourself this week from entanglements that no longer serve you. It's also about moving forward fearlessly. The reason why we don't do what we know we want to do, desire to do, need to do, feel inspired to do, have to do, is often fear. And so this is the week to look your fear right in the eye and say, I'm going to lean into you. I'm going to lean in with compassion. I'm going to lean in with grace. I'm going to lean in to whatever appears to be going awry and look at what it's bringing focus to so that I can connect to my truth, so that I can get a really clear picture on where I'm going, where I've been, what is my true heart's desire, where are my dreams, what have I really come here to be in my destiny and in my desire. And look at things that may be redirecting you instead of as something is out to get you, and restate it as if everything is working in my favor, and it is. If everything is always working for you, and it is, what is the redirection that the universe is trying to give me? What is the redirection that if I need clarity, where is my resistance? So our resistance gives us clarity on our truth of who we are afraid of becoming. Wherever we're changing into, there's a reframe. And I feel like this is going to be a big week of just reframing everything, getting clear on, okay, I need to take this more seriously, and I need to take this less seriously. I get to make steps toward this part of my future, and I release doing all these things that aren't really helping me. And so I would encourage you to do things that are going to move the needle. And so on each step of the way this week, ask, what is the most important thing for me to do to move the needle? And do that. What is the most important thing to bring me joy? And do that. What is the thing I'm most passionate about? And do that. So clarity, action, joy, these are all steps in the right direction right now. And so as we look at the Scorpio full moon, which will really be all of this weekend, it being at its peak at 1 o'clock next Monday, you're going to see the whole weekend energized by this full moon each day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday night, leading up to this full moon, and even Monday night and Tuesday night, being about clarity, being about growth, being about taking it all in. And so whatever messages come in, Scorpio being a really powerful psychic watery energy that is between the worlds, we're coming closer to what we would think of as an astrological Beltane, which is we're halfway right now between the spring equinox and the midsummer energy. And so in this hemisphere, the northern hemisphere, we are going into spring, we're going into summer, we're in the transformation where the veil between the worlds are thin. And Scorpio is one of the most psychic energies we have. And so if messages are coming through for you in your dreams, in your signs, watch for signs, watch for numbers, watch for synchronicities, because these signs are going to be extra clear this week. And even as we go into retrograde Pluto, it's going to be giving us symbols and signs of what to let go of and what to embrace more of. That's what we're going to see for this entire period of time now until October. It's a really long retrograde. It's like 5 months. The focus here is to recognize and it's the year of the snake, so recognize the skin that has to be shed, the old identity that has to literally be killed off to become the new and more whole and more complete and more peaceful and more joyful version of you. So this means if there is a habit you have been wanting to emerge from, this is the perfect time to take steps to let that habit go. If there is a habit you're trying to create to get into the rhythm method of, this is the time to embrace it. So we're going to be letting go of old ways of being and stepping into new growth patterns, the year of the snake. So to grow, the snake sheds its skin completely, and that's where the snake is able to become bigger, grow, expand. And there is a radical expansion energy happening in the field right now. Radical expansion. We're in astrology that we have never seen before in our lifetime and won't see again in our lifetime. It's all these outer planets are shifting station, and they will only happen once in over 100 years. And so therefore, this is the time to really calibrate your true heart's desire and to really get into the mindset of your personal destiny and to forgive and forget. And I do really want to say forgiveness is a very powerful tool. And it doesn't necessarily mean you have to ever do it again or let that person back into your life. Forgiveness is about not holding on to it so hard that it is in your energy field. What we're trying to do here is to release emotional, physical, spiritual baggage. And if you're suddenly cleaning your house, your inbox, your paperwork, you're purging your books, your stuffed animals, I don't know, your clothes, if you're just suddenly letting go of things, it's because that is no longer the vibration. You're not going to be coming into wanting and desiring things. We're going to see people letting go of things they've been holding on to for years, a whole lifetime in this 5 months. I think that if you've been, storing a lot of stuff in storage or in your garage or on your bookshelf, or it's just a big, fat, huge purge. And you're going to see everybody letting go. And it's a collective shift where you're going to see a lot of people changing jobs. You're going to see a lot of people recalibrating. And sometimes they're not going to want to. It's forced upon them, because we'll get a forced change when we're in contraction and resistance, but we'll get change no matter what. So here's sort of a mantra. I lean into change and I create as I go the life of my dreams. Because you're creating the life of your dreams. And anything that's taken away right now, don't try and get it back. I would really encourage you to find and resource only things that are going to bring you joy. And I can't say that more profoundly. Make peace, make joy, make love, make compassion, make kindness your priority, and everything will work out for you. Make peace in your heart, your frequency, and forgive everything. And this will raise your vibration to the point where you're magnified to receive. And then practice opening up to a deeper level of reception. I receive love. I receive money. I receive compliments. I receive accolades. I receive recognition. I receive support. And check yourself to see if you are out of alignment on that. Because sometimes we want all these things, but we actually shut the door to them. So check to make sure that you're open to receive. And then in that allowance of I am worthy and I am deserving. And of course, everything's working out for me because I am worthy and I am deserving. And of course, I'm a magnet for miracles. I am giving out love and I am receiving miracles and love in return. That's the energy. And I realize that's a huge energy. And if you want to join us, if you're in Orlando, Florida, we're going to be at we're going to be at the Urban Ashram this Thursday night doing the Compassion Circle. And so that'll be downtown Orlando at the Urban Ashram on this Thursday. And if you are online and wish to join us for a journey, a magical journey through the chakras on Monday nights, we have opened up a really wonderful chakra class. And I feel like every time I need to upgrade, I upgrade my chakras. And someone asked me recently, well, if I've worked on my chakras, why would I go back to working on my chakras? And this is a practice that never stops because the chakras are the basics. And every time you clear them and you're ready to take your next forward motion, you step into the next level of them. So there's an activation in your chakras. So we're going to be doing a journey, a magical journey through each of the chakras, an upgrade into knowing how to create a frequency. And we start on the 17th or maybe the 19th. I know it's Monday the 19th. That's what it is. So if you are interested in joining us on the journey, it is a wonderful, I love chakras. I've been teaching chakras now for 20 years. It's literally my favorite basic thing. And I come back to it every day. In fact, I've been going through the chakras once a day, every single day. And I have been doing this for years. So I go Sunday to Saturday. So when I'm working with the chakras, I start at the crown and I go to the root through the different chakras every single day of the week. This can be done with oils, singing bowls. I know some people do tuning forks. Some people use a color meditation. But I'm going to be giving you all my tips and tricks and downloads and things to work on in that course. And I don't know, drop me an emoji or drop me a message if you want to do a mini course. If you want me, in the past I have done a chakra challenge. And so if you guys want me to do that, let me know right now and I'll think about it. So just, if I get enough responses, send me a private message, send me an emoji, share this video and tell me that you want a mini chakra challenge and I will consider it. You never know. You never know what kind of surprising thing I will do. You know me, I love a good surprise. In the meantime, the spiritual practice for this week is to get clear on your vision. Get clear on who you're becoming, how you want to be supported, and how you are going to be in this world, and what you want to feel. Do you want to feel joy? Do you want to feel at peace? Do you want to feel excited? Do you want to feel like a success? What is it you want? And then start moving in that direction. Start meditating on what that means for you. Start letting go of the limitations. And if you need something to boost that, if you are ready to step into some extra coaching, let me know. I just completed one package, so I have one person left for the Living Magically package. I only do 2 at a time, and we just started somebody and finished somebody. So I have one Living Magically summer package open right now. Maybe it's for you. In the meantime, this week, the moon is growing fuller in the sky. And as we do that, our dreams get bigger, especially in a Pluto retrograde. So dream big. It's Scorpio. So in those dreams, in those visions, in those moments of intuition, lean into the clarity that is coming through. Nothing, no sign is too small. No vision is too small. No vision is too big. Anything that comes through right now is probably more important than usual. This is a time for divine intervention coming in, and clarity and truth, and for you to reset, reboot, and restore your energy field. With all of that, have a beautiful, magical week and weekend. I love you. Live magic.